Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard. Black 20. Tap. Watch the twist. Check 31. Check. Snickers, 66.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You think back to all the big games that Big Ben has had over the years in his NFL career, and numbers-wise, his biggest game came against these Indianapolis Colts. That was in October 2014. The numbers from that, gosh, video game like 522 yards, 6 touchdowns, and a 51-34 Steeler win in Pittsburgh. Throwing on second down, Roethlisberger, and it's hauled in by Nick Vannett. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. If you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check three.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Charlie. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On third and goal, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. He may fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to beat...
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Get in the right room. Get in the right. Hey, Haywood.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversion.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. 1st down, a run with Hyde. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jack 16.
Now Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
51's the money. Hey, bravo.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Jabal Sheard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over first and 10 on the short side of the field.
45-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, it's Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
36-yard line.
Watch 98, watch 98. 98's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the 36, Brissett. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch it slant. Watch it slant.
On third down, Brissett. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
And from down in Miami, an update. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
51 to Mike. Check, check, check. Jack 16. Switch it. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bomber. Alert, alert. Let's go. Black is on.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A gain there of 30 big ones. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First down, Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that shouldn't be open.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett.
steps away to his left. He's going to run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run on first down. Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go, fellas.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Running for it. Here's Hyde. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A toss play. This is Hyde. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Come on now, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Hines. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it. It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They run again with Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Start! Like 80! Check 53. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Blue 30.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Hyde. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they will take a knee here.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down.
Black 20. Squirrel. I got you, son. I got you, son.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danico Autry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a run with Hyde, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Check 53. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that block.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Colts, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.